生日快乐
Happy 111th birthday to the Republic of China.
各位来宾与侨胞们，大家早安，大家好。我是今天活动司仪赖素梅。
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dora, and I'm the Master of Ceremony today with Sumei for today's event. And I'll be speaking in English, and Sumei over here will be speaking in Mandarin.
感谢大家今天来参加中华民国111年双十国庆升旗典礼，仅代表主办单位中国国民党温尼伯分部、缅省文化社、缅省台湾留学生服务中心，由衷的感恩，大家欢欣鼓舞，一起来庆祝中华民国生日快乐。国父当年在革命期间曾经造访这栋大楼，并且留下笔墨“中国国民党民国9年”。因此，今天我们在这边举办这个活动，特别具有历史性的重大意义。我们庆祝是不要忘记国父孙中山先生的理想，要创造一个自由、民主、富足的国家——中华民国，在台湾实现了。111代表着屹立不摇、岁月深刻的印记，是属于华人骄傲欢庆的一刻。我们今天在这边庆祝这个双十节的活动的意义，是要我们延续海外侨胞对中华民国的向心力，促进侨胞的团结，使得台湾文化获得当地主流社会及意见领袖的支持，认识台湾是一个稳健发展、充满活力的民主国家。
So on behalf of the organizers, Kuomintang Association, Chinese Culture Association, and Overseas Taiwanese Student Service Center, thank you all for attending today's flag-raising event for the 111th birthday for the Republic of China. Dr. Sun Yat-sen visited this building in 1911 during the Revolution. Therefore, it's of a historical significance to hold the event here today. We don't want to forget Dr. Sun Yat-sen's principles, which included the principle of nationalism, of democracy, and of livelihood of the people. 111 represents a profound moment of pride for all of us. The meaning of today's event is to continue to promote the unity of people living abroad and the Taiwanese culture.
全体合唱，请各位起立，面向国旗，一起合唱，唱加拿大国歌。
So now please stand up and face the national flag and sing the national anthems. First, we're gonna sing "O Canada."
民国国歌。
Now we'll be singing the national anthem for the Republic of China.
升中华民国国旗，行注目礼，国旗歌。
Now we'll be raising the flag of the Republic of China. Please have a seat.
现有请缅省文化社代表裴瑜女士致辞。
Now please welcome President of Manitoba Chinese Culture Association, President Yun Shi. She will be giving us a greeting to start today's event.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so very much for coming, and thanks Sume and Dora make such a beautiful opening speech. I just want to be here to pay a special tribute to one of our volunteers, who is Mrs. O. She unfortunately couldn't come today because she's not feeling well, and she's been dedicated and as a volunteer not only to our organization but to the Chinese community as a whole. She's been devoted and very generously working so hard for over 30 years. Now I just wish her a speedy recovery. 谢谢大家今天光临我们的庆祝大会。我在此要特别跟大家介绍我们的一位很伟大的义工，她就是周养生女士。很抱歉，今天她因为身体不舒服，所以不能来参加。我在此也代表我们3个社团向她致敬，因为她30几年来 不辞辛劳的做义工，不仅为我们3个社团，也为整个 Chinese community。所以希望他早日康复。那我也在此祝福大家，have a very happy Thanksgiving. Last but not least, I want to remind everybody, October 26th is the election day. We have 2 representatives here. Vivian Santos represent the Point Douglas ward, and Brian Mayers, Singway. Okay, please don't forget to cast your vote. Thank you. Have a good day.
So now first, let us welcome our very first guest, Kevin Lemeru, which is the Member of Parliament. We're very grateful to him to accept our invitation for being our guest today.
Thank you very much, and the two of you are absolutely delightful and doing a fabulous job as emceeing this morning's very special event. You know, as President Yang Shi is up here speaking, I can't help but think in terms of over the years, this is an annual event where people come on out to celebrate and participate in a significant time in history. The building behind me has been around for at least 113 years or so, and 111 years ago, one can only imagine being here 111 years ago and the types of discussions that were taking place in this beautiful, historic building, not only for Winnipeg, but indeed for all of Canada. The Prime Minister often talks about the importance of diversity and the strength that Canada has through that diversity. Let's bring that down to ground level. What does that really mean? For me, what it means is that Canada's diversity is what makes us the country we are. And that means when we get people that are coming from China, from Taiwan, and around the world, it's that heritage, it's that memory that still remains in the heart. So whether you've been in Canada for 30 years, 40 years, or you've been in Canada for 6 months, it's important that you retain that passion and that love for the homeland in your heart. Because that's what makes Canada truly a unique nation around the world. What a beautiful cake that we have before us, highlighting 111 years of celebration and recognition. Today is indeed a very special day, and it's acknowledged by the organizers and by you that have taken the time to come out and participate. So I wish you well. Let's celebrate those important moments, whether they're here in Canada or abroad, because that's what being Canadian is all about, a celebration of our world and our diversity here at home. Thank you very much for the invite to share a few thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. So now next, please let us welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Ginui Queen Indishnakas, Makwadodam, Winnipeg, Nindunji, Duck Bay. So I just introduced my name and my language. So my English name is Bernadette Smith, and I grew up here in Winnipeg, but my family is from Duck Bay. So I'm a Ojibwe, I'm an Indigenous person from this community, but I'm also the MLA for Point Douglas. And I think it's really important, you know, as I was listening here and they were speaking in their language and then translating, that we retain that, because that's something that we as people, that's part of our identity. And we know through, you know, colonization that a lot of that is taken away from us. Our culture, you know, at one time our ability to gather. So I just want to congratulate all of you today. You know, it's beautiful to be here on this sunny day to watch this flag being raised and to see all of the families come out and the little ones waving their flags so proudly. So congratulations and thank you for everyone that has organized this day, and I'm just so honored to be invited here today. So congratulations and thank you again for having me.
So next, please let us welcome Mr. Brian Mays, our City Councilor for St. Vital.
Thank you for having me. Very good to be here. Very good to be here with Bernadette, with Kevin, who's here like me many years in a row, and with Vivian, of course, who's the local MLA or local city councilor. And we were standing literally in the street here a few months ago doing a funding announcement to. We got it in one day before the deadline, so I can mention it without breaching any election rules. But my thanks to Vivian for supporting. Repairs to the building here along with me, and my wife who's long been a champion, Dr. Alison Marshall, so very pleased to be here to speak today, and with my council colleague and others, and Bernadette and Kevin. It does make you think a bit about democracy, and we're in the midst of an election, and sometimes you think we take it for granted what having a democracy is, and you'll have people who slam the door on you, people who won't take the lead. You can't come in my building and hand out leaflets, and you go, it's people fought for this right. It's an important right to have. And it's, I guess, natural to be thinking about that as we're 2.5 weeks out from an election, and it's just something precious, something to be valued in whatever countries still have democracy. So it's wonderful to be here again, and this building, some have tried to tear it down over the years, and I'm very pleased that we're still here with this building, its history. I know, we're putting some money into it, and Vivian, we designated this as a heritage building 2 years ago at City Council, so very proud to have done that as well. So thank you for having me. It's a beautiful day. I hope to be here again with some of my colleagues, all of them, next year. And if not, well, it's been a wonderful opportunity, a wonderful part to see this part of the city. And Mrs. Scher, of course, who's been a tireless champion for this event and for this building. So thank you for having me, and hopefully I'll be back again next year. Thank you.
Next, please let us welcome Vivian Santos.
Good morning. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this incredible celebration today. My name is Vivian Santos, and I'm happy to be here with you all today. I am the City Councilor for the Point Douglas Ward, and I'm so incredibly proud to be here because I am also the first Taiwan Chinese Canadian City Councilor, making me also the first to represent the Taiwan Chinese community since my family first arrived here in Winnipeg back in 1980. Which makes me joining you that much more special to me and my family. Thank you to KMT Association of Manitoba for inviting me here today to celebrate Taiwan's National Day, Double 10 Day. As we honor KMT for being one of the first institutions to supporting Taiwan Chinese immigrants here in the province of Manitoba and here in Winnipeg. Your growth and dedication to your community is very clear. Your efforts have been a definitive factor in making and keeping Winnipeg a beautifully multicultural city. We, as a city, embrace the diversity that comes from welcoming men, women, and children from around the world who choose to make their homes and raise their families here. At the core, we are all family, and this is such a wonderful time of year to remember and celebrate that. Winnipeg's Chinese residents have been a steadfast pillar in our city for more than 100 years. I believe Chinatown, right here in the heart of my ward of Point Douglas, represents so much of your hard work and dedication to creating a space devoted to our culture. It is truly my honor to represent you as a City Councilor at City Hall and at events like this where we come together to celebrate and share Chinese culture through my work. KMT, Association of Manitoba, has created a welcoming place for all interested in the colorful and rich Chinese culture. Whether you are a Chinese descent and want to reconnect with your heritage, or if you have a different ethnic background and are simply interested in learning. Everything we're celebrating this morning is so important. By keeping these traditions alive and growing them, you're not only strengthening our local Chinese community, but also adding to depth to the cultural mosaic of our city. All of you here this morning are leaders that many other groups have looked to for how to create a community that embraces its roots while welcoming others. I'm so proud to live and represent a city that is built on cultural diversity. I know we have faced many challenges and ugly truths lately as a society around inclusiveness. As a minority ourselves, I know we have all faced racism and discrimination in big and small ways throughout our lives. It is heartbreaking and unfathomable when it happens, and it is unacceptable. But I think we can all agree that multiculturalism and being able to embrace our sacred holidays, like the Double 10 Day, only makes our city stronger. When we are able to preserve our unique traditions and beliefs, creating a vibrant, tight-knit community family like our group gathered here today, while still embracing others and contributing to a better city and province, it's a beautiful example of how we can lift one another up, and a clear demonstration of what's possible. I am so hopeful about the future because of events like this. To share our cultural traditions while working to foster society that is welcoming through to accept and celebrate them too is such a beautiful thing. And that is what makes this National Day and everything it represents so very remarkable. Thank you for the honor of being here to take part in what you have created. Again, congratulations to KMT Association of Manitoba. Thank you for your devotion to your community and for hosting events like this that continue to bring us together. We have so much to be proud of, which is why we're here to celebrate Taiwan's National Day. Thank you, miigwech, and xie.
And last but not least, please let us welcome Professor Allison Marshall from Brandon University.
Does this work? 各位来宾，你们好。It's so nice to be here again to celebrate Double 10th with all of you. Welcome. I'm Allison Marshall. I love this building. As Sume and Dora said, Sun Yat-sen, Sun Zhoushan, he was here 111 years ago. That's kind of amazing. And it's because of the community here, right? The community here in Winnipeg that we have Chinatown, right? All that you see around you. It's because of the dedication of Sun Zhoushan that we have the relationships that have lasted up to today. And this building is still here. And I want to come back to that. But so Sun Yat-sen, he was so important to the Chinese community, and people were very loyal and devoted to him. And those words in the anthem that you heard, I used to only know the first line, but I memorized today the second line just so I could say it. So it's San Min Jui. Let's stop. So that's the three principles of Sun Yat-sen. It's about democracy, right? It's about bringing a better future for the Chinese people, and that's what he had in mind. This came from a speech, this song, Sun Yat-sen, Dr. Sun Yat-sen, and that is 吾党民国一间oh, I got it. Did I get it wrong? Help me out. 一间民国一经大同. So I just want to stop there. It's about their nation, right? And 大同, that's harmony. That's harmony for everyone. And Sun Yat-sen was a visionary, and this is why people believed in him. He had these lasting values, and he believed in the people here in Manitoba, right? Deep roots. And this sign right here, he sent it to this building. So this is an amazing historical building. It's an archive. It is so valuable to Winnipeg and all of Canada. There aren't many buildings left like this. So coming back, I've started collecting pins. Every event that was celebrated, right, in Canada, there were pins, Kuomintang pins. When people gave money or when there was an important event, you got a pin. And I'm wearing 3 pins. And I have one more in my pocket of Sun Yat-sen, but these pins go all the way back in history, and they represent the importance of the Kuomintang to democracy here, right, to the vision of democracy for all people, right, and also the connections and ties that have lasted to this day. So I just wanted to remember or try and remind all of us, you know, as my husband was saying, you know, democracy, but Da Tong, right, the great harmony. 天下为公, that's the idea that also, I said that poorly, 天下为公, that's another saying of Sun Yat-sen's, right? All under heaven is for everyone. We should all be able to live in harmony and peace. So again, thank you, and sorry for my bad pronunciation, but I'm so happy to be here and celebrate Double 10th today with you. 谢谢.
Thank you again for all the special guests that's giving us a wonderful speech. Next, for other special guests and community leaders, please stand up and wave to our attendees. So Sume here will be calling each one of you, and just please stand up and wave. Thank you.
感谢以上3级政府官员给我们的致辞，他们都非常的支持中华民国，而且也认识到台湾的文化。接下来，今天还有许多位我们的贵宾、社团的代表来参加我们的活动。我们请这些社团的代表一一站起来，跟大家打招呼，挥挥手。侨委会代表连正江，温城中华文化中心主席李荣斌 ，President of Winnipeg Chinese Culture and Community Center, Mr. Ben Lee. Thank you, Ben Lee. 粤缅寮协会理事长郭鹏先生。潮州会会长南明生先生，侨务促进委员包善文先生，侨务促进委员黄淑珍女士，黄河协会会长黄丽宝女士。缅省从政会钟新明先生，华人友谊舞蹈团会长 Sophia Wang, Friendly Chinese Dance Association. Thank you for all for your support today. 庆祝中华民国110年双十国庆，举办国旗升旗典礼、切国庆蛋糕仪式。 请贵宾到前面来，与国庆蛋糕一起照相。
Now for those special guests, if you could just please come up to the cake, and we will be taking a group picture for the special guests first. And then later on, we'll be inviting all the attendees to come up. So just wait one more minute, but for all those special guests, Kevin, Vivian, Brian, Allison, all the community leaders, please do come up. And Bernadette.
Jim. Jim. Thank you.
For everyone, all the attendees, so the special guests, don't move.
全体人员到前面来，我们要全体照相，与贵宾跟国庆蛋糕一起合照。全部的人到前面来一起照相，谢谢。
For all the attendees, please do come up and just surround the cake so we can take a group picture for all of us. Thank you.
好啦好啦，你可以整個 group picture 呢度㗎，影低啲。